from Robert Welcome to the show. I'm Jay. That's Steve.
Hello.
I got no previews for you because it was just a marathon. It's the Primal Marathon. And remember, it's brought to you by HBO Max. Go get you free trial of HBO Max. Go to HBO Max. Now. How was that? How was that ad read? Good. So, let's go to Steve for everything else. Got it. Easiest job in showbiz.
Okay, folks. I wish I could talk that fast like him, but I have to breathe. Yeah, I have to breathe once in a while. Okay, a former WWE star compares AEW to pineapple on a pizza. AEW, which was established in early 2019, already has a loyal fan base and has kicked WWE's butt on Wednesday nights. A lot of WWE fans are not enamored by its product, which often leads to fan bases butting heads on social media. Earlier on Saturday, pro wrestling legend, in his own mind, Lance Storm, chimed in with an interesting analogy on Twitter, comparing AEW to pineapple on a pizza, which offers an acquired taste that few pizza lovers enjoy. Storm tweeted, quote, "I've concluded today that AEW's like pineapple on a pizza. Those who don't like it actually get mad at people who do and try to convince them to stop enjoying something they like." Through a few more tweets, Storm said he had no interest in debating wrestling fans who didn't agree with his analogy. "Much like the pineapple debate, I have no interest in hearing your stance on my analogy either. Enjoy it or don't and move along with your life." Interesting, former WCW announcer and Pittsburgh radio ne'er-do-well Mark Madden presented the opposite end of the argument and felt AEW fans don't like to hear criticism of the product either. The opposite is true, too. A lot of AEW supporters go ballistic if you criticize even a small fraction of the product. "Wrestling has become tribal, just like everything else," he wrote. Now, as noted, the viewership numbers for this week's AEW Dynamite and NXT have been delayed due to the Thanksgiving holiday. They are expected to be released on Monday. Good luck to everybody. Yay. Bayley has revealed her dream opponent in the 2WWE. And who would that be? Well, Bayley wanted to get in an act this year, in this year's WrestleMania, but the pandemic had other ideas. She talked about wanting Hayley Williams of Paramore to perform Sinner during her intro when she joined Table Talk. Wow. While that would be Bayley's dream moment, who would be Bayley's dream opponent? Oh, it would be Lita. Wow. That's not bad, is it? Lita versus Bayley? Yeah, that would be a dream. WWE Hall of Famer and current WWE producer Devon Dudley announced on his podcast Table Talk that he's been dealing with some health issues. He explained on the podcast episode that he's waiting for what the doctors will say, and it's been a little rough. "Hanging in there," said Devon. "I've had some health issues, but I'm hanging in there. I miss you guys. Hopefully I'll be back soon. I got to see what the doctors say, but it's been a little rough. I've been hanging in there doing what I can." PW Insider has confirmed that Devon has not been at any WWE TV tapings over the last several weeks either. Folks at Wrestling Inc. will keep us all updated once more information is available. We have some good news, folks, for all of you who've been asking. Former WWE light heavyweight champion Gillberg, otherwise known as Dwayne Gill, has been released from ICU after suffering a heart attack on Wednesday, according to former WWE SmackDown star James Ellsworth. Ellsworth took to Twitter on Thursday to provide an update on his good friend's health. Quote, "Hey everyone, happy Thanksgiving. I just got off the phone with the wife of Dwayne Gill, also known as Gillberg. She wanted to let everyone know what's going on with Dwayne. He had a heart attack yesterday, but he's doing good now and just got out of ICU." Ellsworth said Gillberg is expected to be back home soon and start transitioning into getting back to normal. Please send your prayers to Gillberg and his family at this time. We hope he'll be home soon and back to his normal, funny, goofy self. Take care, guys. God bless you all. Stay safe, added Ellsworth. In the wake of Gillberg's popularity, WWE repackaged Gill as a parody version of the WWE megastar Goldberg. During that time, Gillberg also defeated Christian to capture WWE Light Heavyweight Championship. And he put a video message up on Wrestling Inc. Yeah, WrestlingInc.com. Go to it, and you want to hear it, feel free. We do want to tell you also that beyond that, former WWE SmackDown star James Ellsworth created a GoFundMe page for Gillberg. It was created to help pay for medical and living expenses. Here's the description. I read, "Hi everyone, Gilbert's wife and I started this GoFundMe for Gillberg, who recently suffered a heart attack. He currently is home and recovering. He cannot go back to work for the foreseeable future. He needs help paying his medical and living expenses while he is out of work. Please help my buddy, the former light heavyweight champion, Dwayne Gillberg, out." As of the writing by WrestlingInc.com, $1,029 has been raised. The goal is $30,000 for those who would like to donate. Go to GoFundMe.com and excusez-moi. And go to and just do like a little search for Gillberg. Right now, $1,084 has been raised. 29 people donated, and the little site has 220 shares and 29 followers. So help them out, folks. Go to GoFundMe.com and do a little search for Dwayne Gill, and you'll find out. You'll find that, or just go to WrestlingInc.com and they'll have the go to one of the reports about Gillberg, and they'll have the site there. So it's pretty good. Either James Ellsworth or Dwayne Gill. Do a search on GoFundMe.com. You'll find it. And we want you to donate, please. I know what it's like to have a heart attack. So have a heart, have a soul, and help out. Okay, let's get the old SmackDown results here. We're going to go back to some results. Let's go to it. First off, we had Otis versus Baron Corbin. Gee, who won that one, you might ask?
Steve Baxley.
Nope, it wasn't. There wasn't actually a match because Jey Uso, ran back down the ramp and unloaded on Otis from behind with a steel chair. Wow. The Tag Team Champions Street Profits took on Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, and the winner of that was Roode and Ziggler. How much you want to bet they're getting a push? Now, there we go. WWE Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn taking on Daniel Bryan. Winner by countout, Sami Zayn. We then had Natalya versus Bianca Belair, and the winner of that was Bianca Belair. And Murphy took on King Baron Corbin. Murphy came out with Elijah Mysterio, Rey Mysterio, and Dominic Mysterio. And the winner of that was Murphy. Yay. Let's see what else we got. Jey Uso took on Kevin Owens. Gee, who won that? Kevin Owens by DQ. And there you go. And by the way, Eric Bischoff says a Hulk Hogan biopic is not a done deal. A planned biopic on Hulk Hogan has been rumored as far back as 2013, but the wheels really got into motion in 2019. Eric Bischoff joined as an executive producer, and Chris Hemsworth joined the project and will portray the Hulkster. Who's going to play the 24-inch pythons? I don't know. Kevin Smith, probably. However, some statements may have gotten a little ahead of the actual production after the movie, as Bischoff said the movie is still in development. He talked more about it on After 83 Weeks with Christy Olson. The information about this movie was never supposed to make the press. Although Chris has done some interviews and made some very broad references to the project, there is no official statement. The project is still technically in development, meaning it's not scheduled for production. There's no casting going on, no scheduling going on. It's still in the late stages of development, so it's not a done deal by any stretch of the imagination. I wish it was, because I'd be out looking for a new truck, but it's not. Bischoff and Hogan, golly gee, are the executive producers on the project, and that can mean different things in the entertainment world. That could mean they finance the film or help with creative efforts. Bischoff says most of his work has already been done with the project. The bulk of my involvement, honestly, was in the early phases. All my heavy lifting has already been done, revealed Bischoff, and then talked about who else is committed to the project outside of Hemsworth. When you have the trifecta of Todd Phillips, who's one of the more sought-after directors in Hollywood, writer Scott Silver, same could be said easily, and then it's not that hard to get a guy like Chris Hemsworth. Well, I shouldn't say it's not that hard. It becomes a little easier to attract a top level actor when you got top level directors and writers. That's called packaging. And I think the packaging is what got this movie off the ground. That took place 2 years ago. Now, as we all know, many production studios shut down for a while when the pandemic hit. And even though this project hasn't reached that stage yet, COVID is still playing a factor when Bischoff was asked what the biggest hurdle they're facing is. The biggest holdup right now, folks, is COVID. This is a big movie, by the way. It's a wrestling-based movie, so guess what you need to have in a wrestling-based movie? A crowd. Where are you going to do that? You can't even have 10 people at your house for Thanksgiving right now. Stay, Bischoff. So until that part of it is figured out, it's likely that this project is going to stay kind of where it is, which is really far down the line.
Hey.
Yes.
I got a message from Mr. Bischoff. How about, or more of a suggestion, how about they do what The Masked Singer does with their audience right now, which is using all pre-recorded footage from previous seasons and such, but edited in a way that it looks like it's brand new.
That could work.
I mean, it can't be that hard to get footage of wrestling fans for a movie, right? And if you're really that desperate, just edit in some Hogan shirts or whatever onto. I don't know why I'm talking about this.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know why I'm talking like this.
Okay. Former WWE announcer.
Go on.
Okay. Former WWE announcer Renee Young, real name Renee Paquette, took to her Instagram stories on Sunday to post the first picture of her baby bump. The news of Renee's pregnancy was broken on live television by her husband, AEW World Champion Jon Moxley, during an episode of AEW Dynamite on November 18th. Since the announcement, Renee has received a lot of congratulatory messages on social media from the wrestling community. Renee also revealed that she accidentally messaged WWE superstar Bayley about her pregnancy when she meant to text news to her husband. Ooh. Earlier this week, Moxley was the first guest to appear in Renee's new podcast. Get ready for the name. Oral Sessions with Renee Paquette. During the hour-long podcast, Moxley touched upon a number of controversial topics, such as WWE classifying talents as independent contractors, his run with the Shield in the WWE, and the reason he joined AEW in 2019. Now, if you want to listen to the podcast, it is on podcast.apple.com/US/podcast/John-Moxley. Or just go to podcast or go to the podcast section of apple.com and put up Oral Sessions with Renee, Paquette, and you'll find it. And you'll find it lively and fun to listen to. Okay, what's next? Speaking of dream matches, Kenny the Cleaner Omega, or the Cleaner Kenny Omega, wants the Ultimate Dream match. He recently spoke to Forbes to promote next week's Winter is Coming edition of AEW Dynamite. Well, he will challenge Jon Moxley for AEW World Championship. When asked to name his ideal opponent from outside of AEW, Omega said he would love to work with AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, and The New Day. AJ and I worked together in New Japan, said Omega. He saved me in a lot of ways when I was thinking about possibly getting out of wrestling. He was there for me to help, point me in the right direction. I think he would be a great opponent. While adding that The New Day would be a lot of fun to work with, Omega addressed his comparisons with SmackDown superstar Seth Rollins. I get compared a lot to Seth Rollins. Seth is a great wrestler, and I think we could have some really great matches together. Omega said he wishes to tangle with generally good dudes and not just talented workers in the ring. During the interview, Omega emphasized why AEW is home to the best tag team wrestling in the world, and that he was honored to be a tag team specialist through his first year in the company. Omega and Hangman Adam Page held the AEW World Tag Team Championship for several months before dropping the titles to FTR at September's AEW All Out pay-per-view event. As noted, soon after his match against Moxley, Omega will travel to Mexico City to defend his AAA Mega Championship against Laredo Kid at Triple Mania 28 on December 12th.
That was some good Roman numeral.
And, thank you. And the dramatic pause really worked. Speaking of the unbelievable, all the hype, all the BS, etc. And they finally had it. WWE Hall of Famer Mike Tyson showed glimpses of his prime Saturday night in his return to the ring after a 15-year absence. The 54-year-old Tyson faced the 51-year-old Roy Jones Jr. in a lively exhibition, and I use those two words in quotes, bout, along with that one, that was unofficially ruled a draw by the WBC judges at Staples Center in Los Angeles.
So what's the official ruling?
The official ruling is this: why people wasted all that money on these guys.
Exactly. You could have spent that money on Mike Tyson Mysteries.
There you...
Which is also... Sorry. Which is also... God damn it. Which is also available on HBO Max.
I can't top that. But during the build-up to the fight, there was concern about the health of Jones Jr., especially since Tyson was known to pack a punch in his heyday. In his post-bout interview, video of which can obviously be seen on YouTube and other things, Tyson joked that no one cared about my ass. Why nobody cared about my ass? I didn't fight in 15 years. He stopped. Jones Jr. stopped fighting 3 years ago, and everybody worried about his ass. Now, with the proceeds from the exhibition bout being donated to various charities, Tyson assured fans that he was planning to step into the ring again. Yeah, this is better than fighting for championships. We're humanitarians now. We can do something good for the world. We gotta do this again. Please watch Mike Tyson Mysteries on Adult Swim. I'm good with a draw because I entertained the crowd. The crowd was happy with it. Nobody thought I can go 8 rounds, but you've got to go the distance. That's boxing. I was very happy to be here. Despite what everybody says, I was happy to go 8 rounds. I used to do this for 3 minutes. Somehow those 2 minutes felt like 3 minutes. I'm just happy I got this under my belt and will continue to go further. In the co-main event of the show, YouTube celebrity Jake Paul knocked out former NBA star Nate Robinson in the second round, and we do mean knocked him out! And there was no plug for Mike Tyson Mysteries after that match because Nate Robinson was reportedly talking to a reporter, and all he could say is, "Bird? Tweet, tweet." Am I Yes.
Well, for the next one, maybe they should have Mike Tyson go against Jake Paul.
I'd
like to see Mike Tyson knock him out. Ding, 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 ding.
I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to knock you out. Yeah. Go on.
I think that's a good place to end it.
And it does. Folks, that's going to wrap it up for a very wild show. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next Sunday or whenever this drops.
It'll probably drop next Sunday.
Yeah, if it doesn't get knocked out by YouTube. No. Thanks, everybody. He's Jay. I'm Steve. Peace.
We're out!